if you work long enough in Hollywood, you will work for Steven Spielberg. Is it true?
If you're lucky, yeah.
I mean, this guy is doing everything over there. There's like 25,000 movies produced or directed by him coming out this year.
He really is. He is prolific. But the thing with Steven is that he only gets involved in movies that he's really passionate about.
Steven?
Oh. Yeah.
Wow. I'm impressed.
He is our sort of godfather, you know, and he loves this movie. And I think that one of the first things that excited me about Cowboys and Aliens was the fact that Steven Spielberg was so passionate about it, and he really loved it. He loved the story, and he wanted to make it the best movie it could be. So he hired the people he thought could make it the best movie, and that included Jon Favreau. And I thought that was genius, because Favreau is a master of tone. He knows how to deliver something that feels grounded in reality but spectacular. And I thought that's what this movie needed. Favreau also has a very modern sense of humor, with also a very classic sense of what makes a film great, that, you know, a film lasts. But if you even look at movies of John's like Elf, which I love. I think Elf is the best Christmas movie of all time. It's so good.
Totally agree.
It's grounded in reality. I mean, meaning that the characters are believing what's happening. The stakes are high. You know, James Caan is really genuinely pissed off the entire time. No one's sort of winking at the audience saying like, oh, it's Will Ferrell and he's pretending. He's not really an elf. Everybody's really committed. And I think that, in a very different way, you know, was how we operated. John wanted us to really feel the stakes of what it would be like to be attacked by aliens, and I think that's why the movie works. But of course, yes, Steven Spielberg is the master, and I think I hope to work with him again.
The thing are going very well for you. It seems that to go like this. I mean, you're going to be in Alex Kurtzman's new movie, first movie.
Yes.
Did you meet him on this one? Did you meet him?
Yes, I met him on Cowboys.
You see, it seems to go like this. Do you realize that you're what's happening to your career now?
Well, you know, it's interesting because a lot of the stuff I'm doing now is because of relationships I've now built through my work so far. And I think, you know, that happens because people recognize that you're a hard worker, and they recognize that you can handle difficult material, and then they trust you with their own. So hopefully what happens is the more you work in this business on good material, the more opportunities you'll have. So I try to kind of diversify as much as possible. A week after Cowboys and Aliens, I have The Change Up coming out, which is a completely different movie. Yes. And I like that it's so different. I like that I can be two very different things. So hopefully I'll keep doing very different things, and it'll beget more work, and hopefully I'll be around here when I'm in my 80s.
Will you have time for House Season 8?
I'm in House Season 8, but not so much.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing a few episodes. They've been very gracious to kind of allow me to continue my film career. You know, I'm only in Cowboys and Aliens because they allowed me to leave House for a period of time. So in a way, I owe all of this to those producers, and I'm very grateful.
So no 13, the spin-off?
No. No 13, the spin-off, unless somebody else wants to do it.
Do you still have fun on the show?
Yeah, the show is great. The writing is so good. You know, that's what makes it fun. And Hugh Laurie is wonderful, and I've learned a lot from him. And the rest of the cast as well. You know, it's a wonderful group of people and very, very smart show. And I've learned a lot about medicine. I have, or at least I think I have.
You're the first Dr. Cowgirl ever.
No, what about Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman?
Yeah, well, oh yeah. How could I forget? I'm sorry.
He's the first. Let's not forget.
Is there, would you say that this movie is great because it's not just science fiction? I mean, it's a Western, a real one.
I'd say primarily it's a Western, yeah.
When I see other references, some of them, and I see the way that John was shooting it very wide, no 3D, and like in the rules of the Western. Was he talking about that on set? Was it something that concerned the actor too?
Yeah, sorry. It was something that we took very seriously, the idea that it was going to be a classic movie, that we weren't just trying to make a splashy event film. You know, we could have done it in 3D. John had the opportunity to do so. And he said, well, you know, 3D works for certain types of stories.
No, it doesn't work. 3D is...
I felt for Tron it was worthy of that sort of gimmick. You know, I think that it's got to lend itself to the material. For Tron, we built the movie for 3D. For Cowboys and Aliens, it wouldn't have helped. Although they did some tests, and it looked quite extraordinary having the horses run at you. You know, it was kind of beautiful.
But Western can be in 3D, I'm sorry.
One day someone will do it, and it will be great, but not for this movie. And I'm really happy we did anamorphic. I think Maddie Libatique, who shot this movie, is a genius. And I love the way it looks.